Hi, what's going on? Hope you guys are having a great day. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about Omega Shenron. Going over his kit, how he has aged. You know, he definitely can be getting an EZA at some point in the future here. Probably sooner than later, honestly, because again, him, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Kefla, and a bunch of these other units are gonna be coming up on EZAs in like probably the next like year. To be honest, so it's good to start having these conversations now with you guys and kind of getting your thoughts and opinions on it, because again, you know, it's going to be coming up, and you know we should be prepared for that, right? Definitely should be prepared for that. Here he is now, right? I do want to say this right here. This guy has definitely aged better than a lot of the units that I just talked about. He gets 120% attack. He lowers enemy attack and defense to 20%. He launches an additional attack, which has a chance to become a super, which is a small 10% chance, which is fine. He greatly lowers defense, and I mean, he has a pretty solid link set. So I might actually do showcases for a lot of these units. Low key, I might actually just go ahead and do that every once in a while, or just kind of wait till they get like announcements before I do that. Actually, I'll probably do that, so that's a bit more relevant. But really, I hate that you. This is the one thing. This is the one thing I absolutely hate saying, because it's like, sure, these units definitely need defense, but it's like it's not the only thing I want these units to have, if that makes sense. Because again, a lot of these units, you're always constantly saying, "Oh, all they need is defense. All they need is defense." Majin Vegeta, all he needs is defense. Like, that is true to some degree, but unfortunately, man, I don't think that is the full picture. Like, for example, with, you know, Omega Shenron here, like, I would want Omega Shenron to get 150% attack on top of his stat increasing. And I know that sounds like a lot, right? It definitely sounds like a lot, but the thing is, dudes, the thing is, you know, you have the GT hero units doing, like, Goku could do 10 million, like, on his third turret, right? Videl could do double 3 million attack sets back to back, effective against all types. You guys get what I'm saying? It's like they got to start like adding more of these percentages in, because again, Majin Vegeta did get a pretty nice percentage in, right? He does get a bit of an extra attack buff, which is fantastic, and I love that. However, you know, I feel like they could have even added a bit more attack. I mean, he's comfortably sitting like at 6 million. You could really push him to 7 if you try really hard. However, you know, you could definitely he could have definitely got a little bit more. I know that sounds crazy for me to say that, but man, seriously, they really could have if they truly wanted to, right? Because, you know, that would have just created like a bit more, right? It just helps. I think that extra, like a little bit more of an attack never is a bad thing, right? And, you know, they shouldn't be so wary about that, especially when you have so many units coming out that are doing so much attack stat numbers. So if I was making Omega Shenron's easier, this is exactly how I would make it, right? 150% attack, 130% defense, gains extra defense up to 20% by every hit. So, you know, he gets hit 4 times, his defense goes up, separate multiplier, so that would add into it. I'll keep this the same. Launches an attack which has a chance. I would change that to a medium chance, and I would add gets guaranteed crits against Goku. I don't know, maybe like Goku and Vegeta units. I think that would be kind of interesting. I think they could do something like that. Yeah, I like some type of crit or effective against all types. But obviously they have to kind of make it fair and like not make it super broken and all, you know, insanity, right? So I do understand that they'll probably not do something like that, but I think that would be pretty cool. Then like on a super attack, you know, he greatly lowers defense, but he should greatly raise defense for 1 turn. I think that would be really nice. I think that would be very good for him. Again, the good thing about Omega is he has a very good link set, man. He definitely has a very good link set. It looks good. He is on a bunch of categories, which is also good. You know, I mean, he's only on 5, but like he's going to be destroying on GT bosses, power absorption. Like he does well on literally all his categories, right? So you could definitely use this man in those teams. And yeah, I mean, I would definitely just want some type of effective against all types or type of crit on him, because I think that would just go a very long way for his passive. I mean, he's a cool unit. He's definitely like a better unit from that time era, like from 2017. Like you can still use this guy, and like he'll perform pretty well for the most part. So I would say that he's aged fairly well. I think so. I definitely feel like he has aged pretty nicely. You know, again, he just doesn't have defense, but he does have big bad bosses, which helps a lot. I mean, all his links are really good. And again, on all his 5 categories, this guy's going to be linking up very well, especially if Worldwide is GT and we do get like a new Shenron that transforms into Omega. If they EZA this guy and you rock those two together, it would be fantastic, right? It would be sick. There wouldn't be many issues at all if they did something like that, and I would welcome it 100%. That would be amazing.com. Like, sorry, I've been a little under the weather, unfortunately, but we gotta record, man. We have to record, right? So, you know, now it's just like a question of when, right? Because we did the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta video previous to this one. Basically, what I'm trying to do is just go over like multiple different EZAs and just kind of like create different topics to kind of like talk about. You know, at the end of the day, you know, we're just trying to, you know, Worldwide is almost here, so it's good to have these talks, right? It's definitely nice to have these talks, kind of like take a look at different things and stuff like that, man, right? It's just cool. Sorry, wow, I am sounding pretty bad, huh? But anyways, Omega gonna be a great EZA. They'll give him that 160% across the board for Shadow Dragon Saga, which Shadow Dragon Saga unfortunately ain't the greatest category in the entire world. I mean, I'd rather just use GT heroes or GT bosses, honestly. Like, you could use this, but like I probably wouldn't, like I probably won't ever, especially when like grade 8 power is a thing. Like, honestly, the only like cool thing here is like being able to run like the Shadow Dragons with like the Super Saiyan 4s. That's it, pretty basically. GT Goku and Vegeta aren't even on this category, so it's like, unfortunately, this category is kind of like a dead one at this point. I mean, when they start buffing it up with Shadow Dragons, for sure it'll look good. But right now, man, I'm just like, I don't care about it. I really don't. But 160% across the board would be a pretty nice thing. Definitely would probably incentivize you guys to, and well, for me, to use it a bit more. I don't have any real use to use it right now because, again, GT bosses and heroes is a thing in Dokkan. So, you know, that's just kind of like how I see it, man. You know, unfortunately, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So that's basically it. Again, just like a little talk about Omega Shenron. I do think he's aged fairly well. He's a cool guy. His lyrics will be pretty good, and everything about him will be nice, man. And I think overall we'll definitely see a pretty big improvement with him when they actually drop his EZA. So if you guys enjoy the content, like and subscribe for more. Let me know if you guys would be excited for an Omega Shenron EZA for Worldwide. I definitely think it would be pretty interesting to see him and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta easy at the same time. So that way, when we go into October, it's Tech Vegeta Blue and SDR Rose. I think that would be a pretty stand-up time period for sure. So that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed the content as always. Got your talks here, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.